Hello everyone, my name is Uday. I am from Mangalore Institute of Technology and Engineering. As a part of our assignment, today we are going to explain the concept of Security Association Database (SAD) and Security Policy Database (SPD). Before going into the concept, let us understand the problem. When dataset is through a network or the internet, it is not always safe. Hackers or attackers can try to access or modify that data. To solve this problem, we use IPsec, which helps in the securing communication over a network. Now imagine a company is sending confidential data from one place to another. How can we make sure that this data is safe and protected? For that, system like SPD and SAD are used. Now my teammate Prakyat will explain what exactly SPD and SAD are in a simple and clear way.
Hello everyone, my name is Prakyat. Before going into technical terms regarding SPD and SAD, I would like to explain it using a story. So now, once in a jungle, there used to be a group of monkeys and they had a king. So the king had an assistant who used to bring fruits to him from the jungle. So once, as per his job, as the assistant went to the jungle and collects the fruits and brings it back, while bringing back, he faces some challenges. He had to face attack from attackers. So one among the attackers were fox. So fox attacks the assistant monkey. So and steals some of the fruits. As assistant monkey moves further towards his destination, he had to cross a river. And while crossing the river, he faces another attacker, that is the crocodile. So the crocodile steals some of the fruits that were left in the basket, and also next the assistant monkey moves forward. So next he faces snake. So now snake attacks the rest of the fruits, and the basket is now empty. So now what happens is the basket is empty and assistant monkey is left with nothing to give to the king. So he goes to the king and reports the challenges that he had to face. So king proposed two solutions. So one among them is owl. So what owl does is he decides how protection for the box has to be put, and another one is turtle. So what turtle does is it does the encryption in the sense it protects the box using the key. That is an encryption key. So with this solution, the assistant monkey again goes to the jungle. After collecting the fruits and coming back to the destination, he faces challenges that he faced previous time. That is fox. So now fox tries to attack the assistant monkey, but he could not open the box because it was encrypted using turtle. Next, while going further, he faces again the crocodile itself. Even that couldn't open the box because of the encryption. While going further towards the destination, he faces snake, and even snake couldn't do anything about it. Then, because of this, he moves to the destination and gives the box to the king with the fruits. Now what happens is that owl instructs the turtle to open the box. As a turtle has the encryption key, as a turtle had encrypted the box, it could open the box using the encryption key. So with this story, we can understand how SPD and SAD works. So now the attackers or the hackers in this story are mainly the fox, the crocodile and the snake. So now, as I was telling about what is SPD and SAD, in the story which I had said, SPD is the Security Policy Database, that is the owl, and SAD is the Security Association Database, that is the turtle. So now what is SPD? So SPD regarding a story which is the owl, SPD is mainly, it decides what is, that is mainly the rule book which decides about how a data set or data packet has to be, whether it has to be allowed or blocked or protected. So it gives whether if the data packet has to be protected, then it gives signal to the SAD. So now what is SAD? SAD is a security association database. So regarding story, it is the turtle that does the job. So SAD is mainly it secures or encrypts the data packets. So as the signal of SPD is given, SAD encrypts the data packets, and because of SAD, the data packets can be easily sent using encryption. Now I will explain a little about a flow diagram that how SPD and SAD work simultaneously. First, the data set is been created. Then SPD checks the data set whether it has to be allowed or blocked or protected. Once SPD decides that the data set has to be protected, then it sends a signal to SAD. So what does SAD does is that it protects, in the sense it encrypts the data sets or data packets using encryption key. Thus the data packets is encrypted and sent securely. Now my friend Vignesh will explain about SPD and SAD, how it works in real world using web platform.
Hello everyone, my name is Vignesh. Now I will explain SPD and SAD, how it will work in a real world with step by step. This is SPD. SPD means Security Policy Database. This is SAD, Security Association Database. Here SPD stores the rules. For example, here we have to send one message to this IP address. So the rule is protected, means we have to take the action protected. So it is a rule. So protected means we have to use something like encryption and something like encryption key. So for this destination, that is 192.168.1.2, here it is allowed. So no need to protect the data. So no need the encryption key and the encryption algorithm. For this destination, it is completely blocked, so we can't send the message. So I will explain how this 192.168.1.1 destination is the key and the algorithm is used. So I will take this destination IP address and I will paste in the destination IP, and the data I can say hi. So I will send the hi message for the destination IP address 192.168.1.1. Now I will start simulation. When I click start simulation, the simulation started packet to 192.168.1.1. Now I will go to next step. The next step is packet is created. So payload means the message is hi. So the packet now is created. Now I will click next step. Next step is SPD. For that we are sending the message to this destination IP address. So it first check in SPD what are the rules and regulation have to taken for sending the message. So here it checks what algorithm and what key is have to use before sending data. The next step is decision. Now it took the decision telling that encryption is required, but we don't know what encryption and what key we have to use. It will be obtained in next step. So depending on the action, the SAD is chosen. Now SAD, Security Association Database, tells the rules for this destination IP address. That is, we have to use the advanced encryption standard, that is AES algorithm we have to use, and the key is 12345. This is already written in the SAD database. So we have to use this algorithm and this encryption key. So if I click next step, the encryption is happen. So we know the algorithm is AES and the key we know from the SAD. So that is actually encrypt the data using the encryption key using AES algorithm. When we click next step, it will send that encrypted ciphertext to the destination IP address 192.168.1.1. So this is how it works when the SPD means the action is protected using AES and the key is used. Now I will take another example by giving my own IP address, so that I will create one dummy IP address, that is 192.168.1.4. So I will use protected, so we have to use some algorithm or some methods and key to this. I will click add. So here we know that IP address is 192.168.1.4 in SPD. Now we added the destination IP address in SPD. Now we have to add the rules means the algorithm and the key in the SAD, Security Association database. So I will paste that IP address 192.168.1.4. So algorithm I will choose is cha20 and key I will say that 98765. So I will click add entry. So here SPD is destination IP address is added and action is protected. The protection algorithm and the key is stored in SAD database. Now I will simulate this. I will reset first, and the destination IP address I will change to new, that 192.168.1.4. the message I can tell is hello, and I will start simulation. It started simulation. I will go to next step. Here the packet is created for the destination 192.168.1.4. the message is hello, and next step it will check in the SPD for that destination what action we have to take. We have to take the protected. So next step is in decision, we have to take the decision so that what we have to take, like what algorithm and what key we have to use in the SAD database. The next step is we are fetching the algorithm and the key from the SAD, Security Association database. The next step is it will use that algorithm and the key to encrypt the message hello, and it is ready to send. The next step is sending the data to the IP address 192.168.1.4. This is how SAD and SPD works in the real world. Now Sukesh will explain the advantages and the limitation and the application of SAD and SPD.
Hello everyone, my name is Sukesh. Now let us look at the advantage and limitation of the SPD and SAD. The advantages are provide strong security for data, organized rule-based system, flexible and customizable. Limitations are complex to set up, requires proper key management, and final one is can reduce performance due to encryption. Now let us conclude our presentation. Today we understood the concept of SPD and SAD. SPD acts as a decision-making system and SAD provides the security details to protect the data. Together, they play an important role in the secure communication systems. So, thank you for watching guys. The web used in this video is available in the description of this video. Thank you.